Hey, you guys and gals, it's Multikiller Joe signing in here for a deeper dive on all the wool, the cars. And I've come to explain basically how they work and such. As you can see, I've been playing with it. So, to make a car. 1 minute, I'm in the wrong game mode. Have to be in survival. Okay. So, to make a car, all you need is basically smooth stone slabs, 2 black wool, 4 white wool, and 2 sets of glass blade. You only need a few things. I have a lot because, well, I'm testing everything out. With that being said, once you make a car, you can drive it and stuff around. It acts like a horse in entity. Like, it can also take damage. Like that. Right above my food bar, you can see that is how many hearts it has. But the biggest difference about this, instead of just dying or fading away, once it breaks, you can pick it up again. See? This happens when mobs attack it as well. That's actually very bad. That's a drown. Also, sorry if my game looks a little bit weird. I'm using a cool texture pack. But you can do all kinds of things with this. You can give the car colors. Make it look pretty cool. And yeah, the only disadvantage of this, if you just give it one color and it fades away or gets damaged and you have to put it down again, it's just going to be white. That's the only issue with that, but there is a way to kind of contradict this or mess around with it. What you have to do is you have to have red, blue, and yellow dye. Once you have those dyes, you can turn them into the ink bases. And once that happens, all you have to do is this and kabushki. Every time you put down this car, also you can take the top off or put it on if you have a wrench. But yeah, so if I get rid of this, put it down, it's going to be a different color every time. Which is kind of cool if you're a wizard like me. That makes sense. So, how to make the wrench. This is pretty easy. What you do is you got to have 2 iron ingots and 2 iron nuggets. When you have those, you can make a wrench. And the wrench you're going to want, like if we're on the run, every time you do hit the car, though, the wrench does take damage, so eventually it will fade out after a long, long time. But yeah, so each time a different thing. So let's do this. Also, you can kind of make the car sparkle a bit. What you need is a glow ink sack, and that's easy to find. You can find glow squids like deep down in caves or deep down in crevices in the ocean. So it kind of glows. It does this little like sparkly effect. It doesn't really glow. I wish it did. That's one of the only things about this I wish they would have done different. Hey, sheep. But yeah, I wish they would have done different with it. And it does take damage from mobs. A cool thing also is if you have a shield and you're in there and like let's say an arrow tries to hit you, you won't take damage because you have the shield. Another cool feature, you can ride through water, but it's as slow as a horse or like an animal, which sucks. Also, you don't start drowning until you go down a 3rd block. See, this is a 2nd block and 3rd, then you start taking drown damage or just drowning. So, you can go through water, but it's very slow and I don't recommend it. Also, it's about 3 blocks wide and 3 blocks high. Therefore, if you decide to go through a forest, just remember that because it might be hard to drive through like a very bushy forest. My suggestion to that is sometimes you can get up on the trees with it, but unlike a horse, you can't jump over the trees and stuff with it. So, you know, do it at your own risk. You might want to just ride around in the open like fields like this and stuff like that, but it's pretty fast. It goes up hills real good. and fast. And even the wheels like do that, which is freaking awesome. But yeah, just remember it takes damage, but every time it breaks, you can pick it up again. That is a plus. But yeah, that's about all I have for the car mechanics in this. I wanted to do a deeper dive on it because I didn't see anybody doing that on YouTube. But with that being said, this has been Multicular Joe, and I am signing out. Thank y'all for watching. Until next video. Next video, I'll do the woolly doors or talk about them. It should be very short compared to this. Thank you for watching.
I ain't got no money for living. I ain't forgiving of what you've done. I ain't got no reason for thinking. I'm just doing what I've always done. I'm gonna take you down.